I am so sorry. Sky, thank you so much. Oh my God, what the heck? I just checked all. Okay, so I am so sorry. I checked every little bit, the camera, the microphone, and everything. Can you not hear me? You can hear now. Thank you so much. Here I am all by my lonesome and, talking my head off about banana bread day. Which I did not bring banana bread in. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. Thank you so much for letting me know. I really appreciate that. And so I was saying that we are going to talk a little bit about afternoon tea cake. I'm sorry, tea cakes. I did not realize that there were so many different kinds, but when you think about it, in different cultures, there are going to be different kinds. So talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk a little bit about chai because I'm drinking in my cuppa today our chai with oat milk. This is our fourth to last chai day. That is our homemade chai. So come on. Thank you, Sky. I appreciate the support, y'all. Okay, so grab your cuppas. Let me know what you are drinking. And I'll cheers, everybody. I know if Sheila was here, she also would probably be drinking chai. She's been out of town. She's doing all business things. So Sheila, if you happen to be watching, I hope you've had a great week so far.
All right, see you later.
Bye, Fred.
Bye.
Here's Fred.
Hi
Sheila's other half. We're on live. Sheila's other half.
Hi, everybody. Welcome.
Yes, we've had a lot of great customers this morning. So,
oh yeah? What are you drinking?
I am drinking our chai with oat milk.
Oh, okay, great.
So Vanessa's done a lovely job. And so it's our fourth to last week, I think, of homemade chai, which means it's spring, guys.
Yes.
So spring is here.
Yep.
Spring is coming.
I just had a tea delivery pickup, so
all right,
we're good.
Awesome.
All right.
Oh, you got a lot of fans. Hi from California.
Oh yeah.
From Kathy, yeah, and Sky. Hi, Fred. Yeah.
Hi.
Everyone just say hi to Fred. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So we need to have you here more.
Okay, well
come on video. But
now just I feel pretty good the rest of the day. Thanks, everybody.
Yay!
All
right, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Cheers. So what I do like about this batch of chai. Now, every chai is very similar, but I do enjoy the cinnamon that I'm tasting today. Kathy says you look great, Fred.
I'm gonna stick around. I'm not going anywhere
see,
now.
well, now we gotta get you a chair.
Yeah, I'm just off to the post office to get some teas out.
This is real.
Yeah, well, thanks, everybody.
All right, there he goes, everyone. There he goes.
I think the only one that makes me feel happier is Maggie, my dog. She's really happy when I see her. So I'm having a good day.
That's awesome.
All right.
See you later. Go do the errands.
Right.
Oh, you guys made me crack up here. Okay. So I'm drinking chai. Let me know what you are drinking. Special guest. I know. Okay, so notice. No mention of Sheila. I'm kidding. Sheila and Fred, for years, they were doing the New Year's Eve or the New Year's kind of episode where they'd kind of do their not flashback. What am I saying? Tea-Lula. Tea-Lula and, how the year is gone, what's coming up ahead, all that good stuff. So we should have them back together again. That would be great. Yes, I agree. Special guest friend. Guys, Thursday Chai is ending in March 16th. It doesn't mean that our chai blends are going away. We have blends that are on the big wall. I don't know if many of you know that we have 5 different chai blends. Now those are loose leaf teas that you can steep at home. You can order here as lattes or as milk teas. But our homemade chai that we only make during the winter months, it starts in September, I should say fall through winter. We're gonna put the pots away. We're not grounding up the fresh spices and muddling the ginger. So it's gonna go, guys. Usually people will call ahead or order. I think you can order them online. I'm pretty sure to go. One of the things that I guess we missed because we haven't had people in the tea room or in our tea cafe for a while You haven't been enjoying it here. We missed that. But pretty soon we'll have everybody back. So just know we have 4 more weeks. And if you're watching, I do have a ticker going across. We have 5 different chai blends: Kashmiri Green, Cassia Chai, Chicory Chai, Masala Chai, and Decaf Chai. The word chai just means tea. All right, so if you've been with us for a while, that is chai just means tea. So if you say masala chai, it means spiced tea. The thing about Kashmiri Green Chai, I think, is very unique. I was just telling a customer about it this morning. What makes that very unique, she was buying a gift for a friend, and you don't find many chai beverages that are green tea based, if that makes sense. Cassia is an oolong base. Chicory, decaf, and masala, those are our blends. Those are all black tea based. And Kashmiri has almonds in it. So if you have food allergies in your home or you yourself, just know that there are almonds in there. But it's so tasty. It's just, I can do almonds, so I'm not going to have an anaphylactic reaction, thankfully. It's a really nice blend. You taste not so much, for me, the cinnamon, but it's kind of like the clovey. It's just cardamom also, I believe. So try Kashmiri Green. Go on the website, grab a sample if you haven't had it before, or if you just want to go for it, go grab, the 25, 50, 100 gram bags of Kashmiri Green Chai. So that is there. All right. Any questions about chai? Oh, Jill, that sounds lovely. Tazo sweet wild orange tea. For a second, I was thinking that you had a cold. No, with vanilla. I like that. Orange and vanilla is a really nice combination. It kind of reminds me of a dreamsicle. So that's cool. Oh gosh, guys, totally forgot to start up with this. Let's turn this guy off. And we'll turn off that banner. If you're watching, I have this picture. These are all teas that are at TeaLula, and we like to say drink the rainbow. And I have a little saying to go with. So may you find floral white teas. May your green tea bring you ocean breezes from Japan. May your oolong calm your complexities, and may a cup of black tea energize your core. So that one is an original. Sheila might say we could put that on a cup or a mug, and I wonder if she's actually texting me, guys. If you have tea quotes that you absolutely love, send them in. We would love to feature them. Okay, that was my mindfulness moment chime on my phone too. All right, let's get into it about tea cakes. I think what I would like to do in the next couple of weeks is actually make some so we could do a taste test that's live. But since we are going to open the tea room soon, and we're going to be serving up the 3-tier, afternoon tea, I think we're going to also feature maybe some etiquette things, or just going to do a little bit more afternoon tea forward topics. So if you also have questions about afternoon tea, please do send them in. Sheila would love to answer them. But for today, I'm going to feature these different tea cakes. I was really curious about how many tea cake recipes there are. Hundreds. I mean, a lot. There's a lot. And every culture has a different type of tea cake. The pictures show, it looks like English muffins, what we know them. Have them in the morning. They got little crevices, and you can slather on your butter, things like that. But what are tea cakes? Oops. I guess they are, I'm going to have them up here. Anyway, tea cakes could be like cookies. They could be buns that are yeast risen. So they could be sweet yeast risen buns. Sugar cookies. And they're just snacks that you would enjoy with your cup of tea. And when you think about an English afternoon tea, I think back long ago, right? Be like green tea, black tea. They're usually pretty brisk. You're going to have it with milk or not. Wow, somebody is really trying to get in touch with me, guys. I'm sorry, I should really turn that off. But if it's the boss, perhaps. All right, everything's cool. So depending on where you live, depending on where you are having your afternoon tea, if you have that 3-tier stand, you're going to have sandwiches, you're going to have scones, and then you're going to have sweets. And the tea cakes, I think they're going to vary so much. Even in the United States, I feel like we're going to find so many different kinds. So let's see. Usually, United States, I honestly thought tea cakes were specifically like, they call them petit fours, like they look like little birthday cakes that have been cut up really small. So I think you can consider those. You can consider those tea cakes, but English tea cakes are so they're yeast breads. I think what we consider English muffins, those are very traditional tea cakes, and they're toasted, and you can spread your butter or margarine, but you do butter. Maybe the clotted cream is specifically for scones or scones. Yes, Sky, absolutely. Sandwich, scones, and sweets. The 3 S's. So those would be considered the English tea cakes, right? Now they're not like super sweet. They would probably be like smaller and bite size. And I mean, and for size comparison, you can see the little butter spreader, and those are not like big butter knives like that we would have in our flatware. Okay, Russian tea cakes. I was like, oh, those are snowball cookies, pretty much. The Russian tea cakes are going to be like powdered sugar. They're beautiful. They're ball shaped. It's in Mexico, like you might see these as wedding tea cakes or wedding cookies. I think in Sweden, those are also typical that you would see. They're almost like drop cookies, right? When you make a cookie batter, you would use a scooper or 2 spoons or your hands, I guess, and then you would roll them up, and then you would, so they're drop cookies, right? They're not necessarily they're not cutouts. I think many times these are cookies that are made with like ground nut, like almond or maybe pecan. So you are going to find a myriad of recipes for Russian tea cakes. They're very popular, and they just melt, right? They melt in your mouth. Now, this is, if you've been with us, like I do have a nut allergy. A long, long time ago, I did not have the same reaction. So I kind of more acquired it as I got older, but I do know what they taste like, and they're really good. They melt in your mouth. Hi, Anne. Thanks for joining us today. We're talking about our afternoon tea. Do you need tea cakes at an afternoon tea? I mean, it's part of it, right? It's the sweets. So let's take a look. This one was new. I thought this was intriguing. I was curious. Scottish Tea Cakes. There is a brand. It starts with a T. I cannot think of it right now, but I did see a lot of different recipes that are kind of like, DIY this brand. So Scottish Tea Cakes, you will find these. It's more of a shortbread cookie. There's marshmallow on top, and then covered with chocolate, coated with chocolate. I think that's fabulous. That's brilliant. That is a brilliant tea cake. So Scottish Tea Cakes. If you have had it before, I have not. I feel like that's like a cookie here, right? Like, what is it? Like a mallow, like some sort of fluff cookie. I have no clue, guys. But they look fantastic. I can't wait to try to make some myself. I think it'd be really sweet if we could feature that. We'll see. I don't mean to become the baker at TeaLula, but I think I could try to at least feature this now. So it'll be like during our tea chat. So I think what's neat about these too is like it seemed when I was looking at some of these articles and recipes that sometimes the marshmallow could be flavored. So that's really nice. That might be fun. I think we should have like a little poll and we can find out what TeaLula customers might enjoy seeing on the sweet plate. So let's see what's the next one. Okay, this one I know I'm going to mispronounce this most likely. Is it Tekakor? It sounds like something we might find at IKEA. Swedish tea cakes. There are different, like I said, there were snowball cookies that also were listed as Swedish tea cakes, but these look like more shortbready cookies. So Tekakor. These from the side view almost look like fluffier pancakes, but it is yeasted. And then they'll use dark flour, so more like a whole wheat or rye. And so I think in Swedish cuisine, I almost feel like there is like a dark bread that is usually served many times, like with salmon, or I'm trying to think. Again, I'm thinking IKEA. Like that's my culture. That's maybe it's rye flour, but they make this into their tea cakes as well, which means to me that this is like not that sweet. You might have it with a brisker, maybe a heartier, bold tea. And then maybe your tea is sweet. Maybe you put a little sugar cube in your tea and enjoy the Swedish tea cake. I like the little, I mean, it looks so homey, doesn't it? I like the little fork prints in there. And you probably have to do that, otherwise it'll puff up. They are smaller than the English tea cakes. So if you saw those, they look like English muffins. These are less fluffy, but similar, I guess. Okay. Last, oops, I can't change that. Okay, Southern tea cakes. So this one is from the good old US of A. There are plenty more tea cake recipes and tea cake types to explore in the United States. So I will follow up on that. But this is a sugar cookie, guys. That's what I saw, right? Southern tea cakes, and this is this is from Southern Living, or is it Taste of Home? I will source all of these pictures as well because there are recipes that go to them. The Southern tea cake recipe, you're going to find typical cookie: flour, baking soda, salt, butter, sugar. And then in this case, there's some flavoring, whether you'd use vanilla extract, almond, lemon. I believe you could use an orange extract. And so you may find these if you're doing a fine afternoon tea, more so in the southern parts of the United States. And especially since they do love their sweet tea, right? People in the southern states. You can have tea cakes with a nice glass of iced tea, a cup of iced tea. It's great. Oh gosh, Anne, that is a fabulous thing. Anne, who is following and watching, macarons. That is something that would be something to also look into. And we have locally, Layla loves, was it? Oh my God, why can't I think of it? It's in the south part of Park Ridge. So Layla loves macarons. Macarons. I haven't stepped in there only because I have a nut allergy, and I know they have pistachio macarons, and I'm like, oh, I just can't get myself to go there and try the others just because of cross-contamination or, crossing of ingredients. And so it's a little bit, I have a little anxiety over it. Let's just put it that way. On Higgins, yes. And it's a beautiful storefront. It really is. Super, super sweet. These Southern tea cakes, again, you would find this like more probably like southern part of the United States. It's probably like migrated, I'm sure, like into the southeast. You may find more of the English tea cakes, scones in the eastern or like northeastern part of the United States. And it would be really interesting to find out culturally how afternoon tea has migrated from east to west. Because as you know, like history, U.S. history, you have all of the explorers and people heading out west. right? And then taking and mixing in the different cultures and the different recipes as people have journeyed across the United States. So I think that'd be really neat. One of the things the Southern tea cakes are also called, they are often called drop cookies because you are scooping the batter, dropping it onto your cookie sheet instead of like rolling it out. You're not rolling it out, you're not cutting it, although those look pretty darn good. So they look very like homogeneous in shape. So there are definitely varieties of tea cakes that we could explore soon. Oh, and I will go. I know it's like one thing. So my son, his reaction to allergens is far more severe than mine. I've had like one anaphylactic reaction that sent me to the hospital years ago, and I thought I would never want to experience that again. Knock on wood. And then my son, though, unfortunately, just a few years ago, we had 2 visits to the ER. I don't want to go through that again either. So no one does. But I will. I trust you, and I will go check it out. So let's talk a little bit. I think that would be it for the tea cakes. So I did mention earlier that if you hung out with me for a little bit, if you go on our website, because we talked a little bit about Kashmiri Green Chai, and you use this website code, if you're going to purchase anything in the next day or two, you'll get 20% off on any Kashmiri or Tulsi Green and any of our honeys. Those are our Savannah bees. So you can go grab that. So grab that code. It's only going to work for those products. So the Kashmiri Green Chai or Tulsi Green and the Savannah bee. So that's a little treat for you because I'm going solo, so I can experiment with that. Sorry, Sheila. I love that. Or at least I will. I certainly will. Is there anything else? It's always a little bit weird when I'm by myself because I feel like I can't bounce ideas back and forth. I will post a picture of the progress in the tea room. It is great. We're so close. Oh my gosh, I can hear machines going on right now. So we're getting close. Oops, we're getting close, guys. I believe we are going to get some deep cleaning going on, which means that the dusty part, like any wood sawing and stuff like that, I think that's done. So we're getting really close to the final paint, and the floors are going to get redone, which also means that there will be fumes. So we're going to try to time it for when the store is closed, or at least like will close minimally. So just if you're local, stay tuned on our social media channels and email for any closings. We have that going on. And yeah, I don't know. I hope you all have a great day. We had a foggy morning start. Kind of looked like a cemetery in my backyard. But the fog has lifted and we're good now. We're going to have a great day. Any other questions, guys? I can't wait to talk to you next week when Sheila's back. We'll probably do a little bit more on afternoon teas and tea cakes, and hopefully I'll have some treats for her, to her dismay. No. We all like treats, guys, don't we? Come on in, grab your chai, let me know if you have any questions, and we will talk to you soon. So thank you so very much for hanging out with me today. I'll see you all next week for sure. Thank you, guys. Thank you for letting me know that you could not hear anything. And question, wellness is in stock. I think so. Is wellness in stock?
I think so.
All right, we think so, yes. So I'm pretty sure it is. Let me... Oh, okay. We'll find out real time. Bye, Kathy. Thank you so much. I miss all you guys. Let's have a big party soon.
Yes, we do.
Okay, wellness is in. All right, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.